I am reading the book gallery of cbc.ca/kid news of gallery best photos from around the world. Kids in Stockport, United Kingdom, had fun watching a man named Jason Baird go for a run while dressed up as Spider-Man. Baird, who is a martial arts teacher, did jumps and somersaults as he moved through the neighborhood. Phil Noble Reuters. This guinea pig named Anders celebrated St. Patrick's Day in style by hunkering down in a leprechaun hat filled with fresh parsley for an Instagram photo shoot. Nicknamed Andy, the little critter was named in honor of a South American mountain range called the Andes, where the rodents are originally from. At melodyyoditer/Instagram. Talk about great timing. The United Kingdom's Ben Watson got a rainbow as a backdrop during a race at the 2020 FIM Motocross World Championships in England. Julian Finney, Getty Images. A boy holds a spray bottle as he takes part in an annual spring festival in northern India called Holi. During Holi, people get to throw colored water and bright powders all over each other. Adnan Abidi Reuters. A dog wearing a face mask walks through the streets of Shanghai, China, on March 2nd. Authorities say they need to study whether or not pets should be quarantined along with their owners to avoid the spread of the coronavirus. So far, only one dog in Hong Kong has tested positive. Wearing a mask doesn't prevent you from getting sick. It only helps prevent the spread of the virus if you already have it. Ali Song Reuters. American stuntman Nick Wallander says he has completed his most dangerous walk yet. On March 4th, he successfully crossed the Masaya volcano in Nicaragua as lava burned below him. The 31-minute stunt was live-streamed on TV. Nick Wallander, Twitter. A number of houses on the shores of Lake Erie in Hamburg, NY, were covered in ice following high winds and big waves on Feb 28. Jeffrey T. Barnes, The Associated Press. Photographer Sam Rowley captured these two mice battling it out in a subway station in the United Kingdom. The photo, which is called Station Squabble, was named the winner of the People's Choice Award during the Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition, hosted by London's Natural History Museum. Sam Rowley. It looks a bit like a mop, but don't be fooled. This poodle dog named Spatzel is one of nearly 3,000 dogs being judged as a prestigious competition for purebred pups in New York called the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Carlo Allegri, Reuters. NASA astronaut Christina Koch returned to Earth safely on February 6th after a record-breaking stay on the International Space Station. Koch, who is American, spent 328 days in space, the longest spaceflight ever for a woman. She led the first ever all-female spacewalk in 2019. Sergei Ignitsky, AFP via Getty Images. One of the most famous groundhogs in the world, Punxsutawney Phil, is held by co-handler AJ Deramu on Groundhog Day, February 2nd. In Punxsutawney, PA legend has it that if a groundhog sees its shadow on that day, winter will last 6 more weeks. In this case, Phil predicted an early spring. Canadian Christine Sinclair celebrates after scoring the 185th goal of her international soccer career on January 29th. In doing so, the 36-year-old from Burnaby, BC, made soccer history, becoming the world's all-time leading goal scorer. A family in Guelph, Ontario, including Ben Price, 12, and his 10-year-old brother Luke, built a snowman so big you can climb into it. Ben and his friends have to use a ladder to reach the second level. It took about 14 hours to build. Kate Buchert, CBC. Performers do the lion dance at a Chinese Lunar New Year parade in London, England, on January 26th. Each year on the Chinese calendar is represented by one of 12 animals. This year's animal is the rat. Simon Dawson Reuters. A female sea turtle named Goody can swim with ease again after receiving Daleland's first prosthetic flipper. Goody lost her left flipper years ago after becoming entangled in a fishing net. Previously, she swam with difficulty using her one right flipper. She still won't be fit enough to return to sea, but the processes will improve her quality of life in captivity. According to a veterinarian involved in the development of Goody's new flipper, Jirapon Kuhakan, Reuters. Germany officially introduced their first ever panda cubs to the world on December 9th. From left to right, meet Meng Yuan and Meng Xiang, their mom, Meng Meng, a panda on loan to Germany from China, gave birth to these adorable twins in Berlin in August. The baby pandas may have been born in Germany, but just like their mom, they're still considered Chinese. They will be making the big journey back to China sometime within the next 4 years after they've been weaned. Odd Anderson, AFP via Getty Images. 45,560 stuffed bears were thrown on the ice as part of the annual teddy bear toss during a Hershey Bears hockey game on Sunday, December 1st. The team, which is part of the American Hockey League, will donate the stuffed animals to children at local charities. Similar events are held at other minor hockey league arenas every year. This one beat the previous record of 34,798 last season, also at a Hershey Bears game. Hershey Bears /Instagram. Andrew Harris, running back for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, hoists the Grey Cup on Sunday, November 24th, in Calgary after beating the Hamilton Tiger Cats 33-12. The team hadn't won the title in 29 years. The 32-year-old Winnipeg native is the first Canadian to win the Grey Cup's Most Valuable Player award since 1969. Nathan Denneter, The Canadian Press. Yemeni schoolgirls mark World Children's Day on November 20th by rallying outside the United Nations office in the capital city, Sana'a, to call for an end to the war in Yemen. The UN says more than 22 million people need help and protection in Yemen as a result of the war, making it the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Khaled Abdullah, Reuters. It was a big night for the Washington Nationals. On October 30th, the franchise won the World Series for the first time. The players celebrated their 6-2 Game 7 victory against the Houston Astros by piling onto the field for a team photo. Mike Ehrman, get the images. Every year on the 2nd of November, Mexicans celebrate the Day of the Dead with a celebration to welcome back the souls of loved ones who have died. In the lead up to the holiday, people paraded through the streets of Mexico City holding flowers, candy skulls, and candles. Jeanette Riquelme, the Associated Press. Astronauts Christina Koch and Jessica Meir made her story, as NASA called it. When they did the first all-female spacewalk on October 18th, the duo had to wear spacesuits and use tools to make repairs while floating in space outside the International Space Station. The previous 420 spacewalks include at least one man. NASA IPA. United States gymnast Simone Biles broke the record for most medals won by a single gymnast on October 13th. The 23-year-old made headlines when she won the 24th medal of her career at the Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Stuttgart, Germany. She even managed to add one more medal to the pile before the weekend was over, bringing her grand total up to 25. Lawrence Griffiths, Getty Images. October 10th was a big day for female sports fans in Iran. For the first time in decades, women were allowed into a stadium in Tehran to watch a FIFA soccer match, although they still had to sit apart from the men. Women have been banned from attending sporting events in Iran since 1981. Amin M. Jamali / Getty Images. Victor, a 9-year-old white-tailed eagle equipped with a 360-degree camera, flies over glaciers and mountains in Chamonix, France, in preparation for the Alpine Eagle Race. The event aims to raise awareness about the impact of climate change on the Alps, a mountain chain in Europe. Eagle Wings Foundation, Chopard, Reuters. Time to dig out your favorite jersey. The NHL's regular season has begun. Toronto's Auston Matthews gritted his teeth to celebrate his first goal of the season during the second period of the Maple Leafs' 5-3 win over the Ottawa Senators on October 2nd. Nathan Denete, the Canadian Press. A snow day in September? Many kids in southern Alberta got the day off school on September 30th, following a weekend snowstorm. Submitted by Lena Van Zoomeren. School children in Wakiso, Uganda, Africa, lie on the grass as they take part in the global climate strike on September 20th. They are demanding that adults act now to stop environmental disaster. Isa Kasamani, AFP Getty Images. This photo of a mother raccoon poking her head out of an abandoned car on an old farm in Saskatchewan will be displayed in London starting next month. The photographer spent years watching her, hoping for the perfect picture. The raccoon has raised several litters in the old car. The photo is called Lucky Break. Jason Bantle, All in the Wild. It's back to school for many children around the world this week, including these kids' Tays, Yemen. Their school was damaged last year in an air strike. A civil war has been ongoing in Yemen since 2015. Ahmad al-Basha, AFP/Getty Images.